There it goes.
Oh,
Hold on.
sorry. My tongue's kind of big. Hello?
Hi, Gabriel. How you doing?
What's up,
No,
Jimmy?
you're wrong. You're wrong, dude.
It's there, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
screen record just to show you it's there. I'm pointing the right way, dude.
You're not, dude.
Why
I'm
haven't you?
R2R.
Why haven't you just like gone the opposite way you think it is?
Fucking, there's bird right there.
It's
not right. It's not right. Not right. Anyways, it's your boy R2R. It's that guy, Daddy Beak, Jay Birdie.
It's me.
You know, the
For some
ginger
reason it
bandit.
says Llama's B-Day Bash underneath there. It's not Llama's birthday.
It was the Diddy Bash.
Diddy.
Brother man, we're now in what? Week something. Week 12.
Week 12.
Week 12. We got the Eagles getting the win over the Commanders last Thursday. Kind of gave everybody what they needed to know out of my division, at least. I think the Commanders are gonna take that spot that the Cowboys were supposed to take to go to the playoffs. They might do something this year, man. They played a pretty hard-fought game against the Eagles. They still lost 26-18. Saquon Barkley, 6 carries, 146 yards, 2 tutties. AJ Brown had a nice little 5 receptions for 65 yards. Not too bad of a game. Did you enjoy your week last week, Birdie?
It's really good. The Steelers beat the Ravens without even having to score a touchdown. Held Derrick Henry to 19 rushes for under 70 yards.
Love to see it.
And we forced 3 turnovers. Might have been 2.
Mr. TJ himself.
It's the guy right there, dude. It's the man.
MVP him.
We would have had an extra sack if there wasn't defensive holding on our DBs.
But shout out to the DBs for selling the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then Cameron Hayward was on his podcast talking about it's the worst thing in the world when a DB takes the sack away because, they can't contain. But, this week we're playing Jameis Winston and the Browns.
What a confidence booster.
We're about to smack them. And then if the Steelers win this week, they will continue the streak of 21 straight seasons with more wins than losses.
Keep the fucking streak going.
It'd be the most in NFL history.
Tomlin. I just seen here a little bit ago on Facebook, there's reports from ESPN that Daniel Jones might be a Steeler next year.
Yeah, let's hope not.
What do you mean, dude?
I don't need Danny Dimes. Let's see where he is.
Danny Dimes, come on, man. Suit him up. But, I mean, if you're the Steelers, who are you getting rid of to fit him into your team?
Nobody. That's why he's not coming.
If you had to, right?
You don't.
It's either you have to give up Justin Fields or who's your third string? He'll probably be a third string, no?
Yeah, probably. Our third string's a nobody. So we can get rid of him, I guess.
Do you even know who your third string is?
No, it's a nobody. Literally like a nobody.
Like there's no one in that position?
I mean, might as well be. Might as fucking well be.
Yeah, we had a couple good games. We had the Dolphins beating the Raiders 34-19.
It's Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen. I think he used to play for the Cardinals, I'm pretty sure. No, Carolina, Washington, Houston, Buffalo.
I don't know who that is.
In 2019, he threw for 3,300 yards for Carolina.
I must have missed it.
17 touchdowns, 16 interceptions.
Jeez. Yeah, the Saints beat the Browns 35-14. Colts beat the Jets 28-27. Vikings beat the Titans 23-13. Packers win against the Bears 20-19. Jaguars lose 52-6.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Jared Goff 24 for 29, 412 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Give him an MVP.
David Montgomery, 15 carries, 75 yards, 2 tutties. Amon, or whatever his name is, St. Brown, 11 receptions, 161 yards, 2 tutties. Jesus. Must be nice to be a Lions fan. Shout out to Eminem.
Yeah, all 7 of you having a good season.
All 7 of you. Diehards, bro. I know Calvin Johnson is fucking turning in his grave right now. And you got the Rams beating the Patriots.
He's not dead.
I know, dude.
He's still alive. He's turning in his king-size bed.
His career is dead.
Yeah, I guess.
He is turning in his king-size bed. $5 million mansion.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
But still, imagine you're Calvin Johnson. You sit on the fucking Detroit for years, and you're that good, and then just all of a sudden you bring Jared Goff over here, and all of a sudden you got a fucking mega team of the NFC.
Or Matthew Stafford leaves.
He's like, y'all couldn't have done this like 10 years ago?
Or Matthew Stafford leaves Detroit and wins a ring.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm. He did that. That happened.
And the Steelers get the win over the Ravens, just like you said, 18-16. Lamar Jackson threw 16 for 33, 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Like you said, held Derrick Henry to 13 carries, 65 yards, and 1 touchdown.
And a fumble.
Najee Harris had 18 carries, 63 yards. George Pickens, 8 receptions for 89 yards. Russell Wilson, 23 for 36, 205 yards, 1 interception.
Yep.
How you feeling about Russell Wilson's performance?
He's undefeated. He's 4-0.
He is 4-0. But a game like that against your rivals and no tutties?
And we still won. He put us in the right position for our kicker to kick kicks.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks beat the 49ers.
Fun fact, though, if the season was the end right now, the Steelers played the Ravens in the first round of the playoffs.
That's wild.
So we may end up playing them 3 times this season.
Believe it or not, San Francisco is sitting 5-5, now losing to the Seattle Seahawks. You had Chris McCaffrey, 19 carries for 79 yards. Brock Purdy threw 21 for 28, 159 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
It's not winning football.
It's not, dude. 49ers are shit in the bed.
They're biting in the bed right now.
You know? Broncos get the win over the Falcons, 38-6. Bills hand the Chiefs their first L, 30-21 on Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
No, it wasn't Sunday Night Football. I believe it was the game before. We got the Chargers beating the Bengals 34-27.
Let's go, Chargers. Let's go, baby.
And the Cowboys getting spanked at home once again, 34-10. Straight belt to ass. CJ Stroud. Straight belt to ass.
But it seems like it's voluntary. It seems like the Cowboys are throwing their ass on the belt.
Literally
like
throwing their ass on the belt. Cooper Rush. Let's look at it for a minute. 32 for 55. They completely abandoned the entire run game. He threw for 354 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rico Dowdle had 10 carries for 28 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 8 receptions for 93 yards. CJ Stroud threw 23 for 34, 257 yards, 1 interception. Joe Mixon had 20 carries, 109 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
All rushing.
Tank Dell, 4 receptions, 54 yards. Joe Mixon, what a fucking game, man. What a fucking game. Hats off, Mr. Joe. He did come through on the parlay, which we can talk about here in a minute. Definitely keep your eye on the lookout because 3 tutties in a game, you know.
Yeah, they were playing the Carolina Panthers.
You might want to add them into your player props.
But he was playing the Carolina Panthers, though.
Whereas he was playing the Dallas Cowboys. 2024 Dallas Cowboys. They're gonna go down. I guarantee you, they're gonna go down in history as one of the worst Cowboys teams ever assembled.
Your boy Parsons says that we have a good team.
I almost threw up in my mouth listening to that come out of his mouth. I jokingly said on Facebook that he's such a company man for saying that, even with a straight face.
We have a good team.
Him and Trayvon Diggs. And if we're being like, Trayvon Diggs went on and said, "Oh, I agree, we do have a good football team." They lose to the Texans and are on social media the next morning of videos of Trayvon Diggs and CeeDee Lamb in the club after the game.
Probably on Jerry Jones's tab.
You know, they're starting their vacation early.
They're gonna go
I think
fishing.
they're only one game away from being excluded from the playoffs, which ultimately is in their best interest. Excuse me. All they've been able to talk about on ESPN is that the Cowboys should now just be strategically playing and planning for off-season picks. Now that they're playing so poorly that they should be able to get valuable players out of the draft. They should be able to draft well, or even trade well with their high draft picks.
What do you think the plan is for the Cowboys in 2025?
Say that again.
What's the Cowboys' plan in 2025?
I couldn't tell you. I hope it is not what they did last season, or I'm sorry, last offseason.
What do you think they need to do?
Let's start with the top. Jerry Jones. It's not going to happen, more than likely, unless between now and then, you know. But, yeah, you know, he's not the youngest rooster. You know what I'm saying? He's not the youngest spring chicken.
It's not the springest of chickens.
It's not the springest, you know. He's pretty sidelined and seasoned himself. You know, even Stephen A was going on First Take saying that, like, if you've heard his recent interviews, like, none of them make sense. Like, he's constantly what's the word?
Who do you think he voted for?
He definitely voted for Trump.
Him
and Trump went to high school together.
Yeah, the 1800s.
Yeah, but Jerry Jones was a senior and Trump was a freshman. But no, I think they got to start at the top. Jerry Jones needs to get the fuck back, be a fucking GM. All right, make sure the fucking money's right. Go get you some big names, but not just big names that are gonna produce. You know, you're gonna have to give up what you don't want to get ultimately the excuse me, the actual objective in mind. So Jerry Jones needs to step back. 2, we need a new head coach. Mike McCarthy has done nothing but bring us down.
He's a Super Bowl winner, though. He's a Super Bowl winning coach.
Yes, he is, but his time has come and gone. His tactics are not working. His tactics are not working whatsoever. To lose last year, how they lost to the Packers, that really wasn't a talent thing. That was a coaching standpoint. He did not have his players ready. And one of, like, the most given games there is. I mean, granted, it's anybody's game on any given Sunday, but at the same time, for you to lose to the last seed in the playoffs at home, first round, is just you shouldn't have a job. So then it even put him in a situation this year where now it's either win or bust. Like how Tang was saying, like, if you don't go all the way, you're fired. You don't have a job.
Head coaches have been fired already this year.
Since the Cowboys been to a Super Bowl, the Cowboys have gone through 7 or 8 head coaches in that time span. After we get the coach things straightened out, we definitely have to start with a new quarterback. Dak is not gonna make it happen anymore. Sorry.
You sticking with Cooper?
As of right now, yes. Until we get something better.
You know, he's not going to be your starter next year?
I can't say guaranteed.
Get rid of Dak, keep the Coop.
But like you were saying, it's very hard to get rid of Dak because of his contract. He's played probably one of his shittiest seasons this year, following up his great season last year. Excluding the Packers game. Like, if you would have took that Packers game out of last year, they would have been like, he was in MVP running, no?
No, I don't think so.
Last year. I could have sworn he was.
Oh, maybe at the beginning of the season, yeah.
But all that went to shit. I
agree. It's snowing in Pittsburgh tonight. It's going to be a fucking great Thursday night football game.
It's a little chilly out here. I walked out the house this morning.
It's 34 in Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
They got snow coming out the sky.
That's turtleneck weather.
Hey, I have a turtleneck right now. When this show's over, I'm running to the bathroom.
Whoa. Anywho, this Thursday we can look forward to the Steelers and the Brownies. How are you feeling about that divisional matchup on a Thursday night?
We're going to win by 2 touchdowns, and we're going to lead the division. And we are right now.
Now, Browns are the third in the division, correct? Fourth, huh?
Yeah, they're not good. They're not.
Yeah, they are very bad.
They have Jameis Winston out here going, look like a fucking weirdo.
D1.
He's going to throw.
Sometimes you got to take it out and just show him who's bigger.
He's going to throw 3 interceptions tonight. He's been sacked 7 times.
Over under 4 interceptions.
Under.
Over under 2.
Over.
You think it's a 3?
Yep.
Woo!
3 interceptions, 5 sacks. George Pickens is scoring 2 touchdowns. He's going to have the best game of his season so far tonight. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. Hit them in the rock. Always fucking open.
How do you feel about Chiefs getting their first L against the Bills last week?
So now I think the Chiefs are even scarier because now they no longer have the pressure of an undefeated season, and they can go out there and play football and lose to the Steelers on Christmas Day. But I think they're going to win out the rest of the season besides that game.
Also, though, you got to think from the other way. Now they have them losing on tape. So that's film that other teams can study. But go ahead.
Yeah, but it's the same. They play the same like schemes if they're winning. The tape is the tape. They're just losing. They just didn't execute very well. But I think they end their season 16-2, and they lose in the AFC Championship to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's how I see the Chiefs season going this year.
Putting that on Birds bookies?
Absolutely. Steelers are my favorite to win the Super Bowl, especially if we beat the Ravens again in the regular season.
Righty.
We have young talent.
That's a little bit of a hot take.
We have young talent at the right positions. We have veteran talent at the right positions. We have TJ Watt, who's the greatest player at any position besides Patrick Mahomes in the whole NFL. So there's that. We have the greatest kicker in the league that as long as we can pass the 50-yard line, he can hit a bucket like Steph Curry to win a game.
Yeah, you guys do have a good good kicker.
The over-under tonight's 36. I'm going to take the over on that. Pittsburgh is the 3.5-point favorite. They will win by more than 3.5 points. I can see the Browns scoring 9 points tonight, and the Steelers 35-9.
Let's go straight into Birds bookies real quick. Now we're talking on parlays and whatnot. What you got for us?
I have a little simple parlay tonight. It's a little simple one. It's like 4 or 5. What do you call it? It's like 4 or 5 fucking money lines here, or not money lines, but spreads. I'm taking Pittsburgh over Cleveland at the -3.5. I was going to take Washington over Dallas, but they gave Washington 10.5 points. I don't know if they're going to be able to cover that. I am taking Kansas City at -11 over Carolina. I am taking Tampa Bay at -6 over the Giants. I am taking Baltimore at -2.5 over the Chargers. And I'm taking Philly -3 over the Rams. Again, that is the Steelers -3.5 over the Browns. Chiefs -11 over the Panthers. Taking the Buccaneers -6 over the Giants. The Ravens -2.5 over the Chargers. And the Eagles -3 over the Rams. This is a plus 25.
You sure the Raiders are over the Chargers? Raiders over the Broncos.
No, I said the Ravens over the Chargers.
Oh, I apologize. Go ahead.
It is a plus 2,500 parlay, which means $100 pays out $2,600, $1.66. Put your money where your beak is.
That's Bird's Bookies.
Mix it in.
Fairly confident with that. I mean, last week, what did we have? We had a little 5-leg parlay for the Cowboys-Texans game. We had CD over 5.5. Total over 41.5. Texas -7.5. Nico Collins anytime touchdown scorer. He sold the bag. And Joe Mixon anytime touchdown. And he came through and then some. You think we should go ahead and run another one this week?
You
Is it
guys owe
collective?
me money.
I do. owe you $5.
You owe me your life, AD. My son.
You also owe me your.
Ryan Fitzpatrick picked the Browns over the Steelers. Everybody else in the panel picked the Steelers over the Browns. No wonder you're not a starter anymore.
Or a Super Bowl winner.
True. It's true.
He's very bad.
Not very good. It was okay.
It was kind of fun watching him get beat up.
It was.
I remember while he was playing for the Dolphins. It was just a great time to watch him.
Played for the Bills for a while, the Jets for a while.
While he was playing for the Dolphins, he was still playing against Tom Brady and the Patriots, getting spanked all year long.
I mean, when you play for the Bills, it's the same thing.
You're not wrong. He was Josh Allen's daddy.
Yeah.
Josh Allen the way to be a Bill.
The granddaddy of the Josh.
Now,
let's cut right into fantasy tanks. Never mind.
He's not here.
Have you guys see?
He's currently hunting for rabbits.
He's filming Brokeback Mountain 2. This is from the perspective of the horse.
He's fucking the horse.
You know he's a power bottom when it comes to bestiality.
Yeah, power bottom is crazy.
He's got his feet to the ceiling fan right now in a cabin somewhere with his uncle Jebediah.
His fantasy must have tanked last week. His face.
I'm going out of town.
I'm going to the mountains where things make sense.
I wonder if he left his mom unsupervised.
Yo, if you know, you do.
Take me on a mommy stepdaddy date.
I don't know what that was. Looking into next week, though, my favorite time of the year of football, we have the Thanksgiving games coming up. Because my team always plays every year on Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, this is going to be a bad year.
Who you guys playing?
Fortunately, the Giants. I feel better.
Losing
we also
on
have
Thanksgiving is crazy.
We have the Bears playing the Lions,
which is pretty cool. That's a division rival game on
at 12:30. I think that's gonna be a high scoring one. It might be a nice little shootout between Caleb Williams and Mr. Goff.
The Bears are losing by 3 touchdowns.
Giants Cowboys play at 4:30. Dolphins Packers play at 8:20. And then we'll have a Friday game that week. Chiefs Raiders. at 3 p.m. That's such a weird time.
We're taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, man, you got to take the Chiefs, but you never know. The Raiders, they're a divisional rivalry.
It's true too.
They always find a way to beat the Chiefs at least once a year. And why not do it on the one Friday that you guys play? So now we are T-minus 26 minutes away from the Thursday night matchup. Cleveland Browns, Steelers. Steelers are at Pittsburgh, 34 degrees. It's real chilly. You said it's snowing as well?
It is, yeah.
So we are gonna see a little bit of slipping and sliding. You guys don't have a turf field, right?
No, it's natural grass.
Yeah.
Ask Jay Tuck, that bitch ass kicker. Ask him, he'll tell you. Can't even kick a field goal, dummy. Mediocre now. Used to be great.
We're about to see one of those good games in the snow. It's probably not snowing that hard though, right?
No, it's just a little, like the ash from your elbow.
Just enough for them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it gives me like the nostalgic of like Troy Polamalu, like when he used to just line up and all you just see is his breath coming out.
His breath in his hair.
Yeah, his breath in his hair.
Coming for you, bitch.
And he's wearing short sleeves, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it's
no socks.
No socks. It's freezing.
Yeah. Drinking ice cold Gatorade barehanded on the sideline.
Yo. Dunks his head in the water.
No, man, comes back up like a fucking like a
mermaid.
Yeah, like a merman. a Polynesian prince straight from the island of Samoa.
Puts up a fucking Head and Shoulders bottle.
That's his hair's insured for $1 million.
It's insured
for $1 million, yeah.
It's gonna be a sad day when he's old, dude. It's gonna be a sad day. He's gonna have the silver.
I grew up with him, dude. He already got gray hair.
No, but the complete silver?
Nah, but it's getting there. It's like, salt and pepper look.
A lot of salt.
A lot of salt. Yeah. 2-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Hey, man.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Certified badass.
Played for the USC Trojans.
Mr. Run Through a Motherfucker Face.
Yeah. Actually, speak of Run Through a Motherfucker Face, I'm watching Marshawn's on the screen right now. He's playing the drums.
Playing the drums?
Yeah.
Oh, to get him riled up?
I'm watching Marshawn play the drums. I thought he's at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I mean, we can go ahead and end it up right over here. It's a nice, short but sweet. We're coming up on Thursday Night Football.
Hey, Tank,
tune in every
week.
Fuck
yourself.
Yeah, Tank, go fuck yourself. Huh?
Bing bong.
Go fuck yourself with AD's dick, yeah? I'm R2R.
That is R2R.
That's Jay Birdie.
Shit, he did it. It is not Llama's birthday. Peace out.
You've been sidelined.
Okay, the other way. Let's go this way, dude.